Well, hello, friends. Welcome back to Riri's Nursery. So today is day 7 of our Keep Growing Advent box. So let's go ahead and get this video started. Be right back. All right, everyone. Welcome back to my nursery. So we will be going into day 7 of our Keep Growing. I'm about to say Be Happy, our Keep Growing Advent box. But I did want to share something with you. If you look at the front, it does say Plant Shop. And it says Plant Shop. Cutest self-care stationery advent calendar. So that's the name of this advent box. I call it Keep Growing because I had received the freebie that came with it, which was the plant that says Keep Growing. And I loved it. That's why I'm saying Keep Growing, because with Keep Growing, you know, it's about keep learning, keep wanting to improve yourself and your personal self, your relationships, your familiar relationships, just keep growing. So that's why I titled this series that. And also, if you go to their channel, because Hub and Hub Girl, they have a channel here on YouTube. What I love of what they do, when they have something that's coming out, usually the owner will make a video so you can see. And that way you can, you know, it's basically seeing it before you buy it and see if it's something you really like. So check out their channel and look at some of the things that they have there, or all of the things that they have there. Because I really love their shop. So let's open up the babe back here so we can see who is going to be on the video today. All right, so today, you guys, I am going to be showing a little Miss Brana. She's got her little bed head, but she stays lovingly wrapped up in this little scarf to protect her little waves, her little mini curls. So Brana is the Maddie sculpt. She is by Sylvia Manning, and Yulia of Yulia's Art Dolls painted her, rooted her for me, just did a fantastic job on bringing this little one to life. I was just thinking the other day of how much I truly adore this sculpt. One, Sylvia did a wonderful job with her armatures. She did a wonderful job with her sculpting, how she did her body. Everything feels so, you know, like you're holding a little baby. Let me take her out of her little sleep sack. And like I told you guys, I like to keep them in sleep sacks. So there she is. So this little cutie. And what I love is how her body is made. I can have her sitting. And these arms just come up. She has nice little length and arms and everything. She's just really precious. I've got her in this full body sleeper. The feet actually can come over and cover if I wanted them to, but I kept her little pink socks on. But this protects her little body while she is wrapped up in a way. But she is really just so cute. I really just love her face. Look at that cuteness. So she is my little babe with albinism. And Yulia did a beautiful job capturing that in her painting, where she rooted her eyelashes. She even rooted her eyebrows. So all rooted, and it's just so, she's just so beautiful. I really love her look. Now, I wanted to change her little outfit today. So let me grab what I was going to put on her. Let me get that. All right, so I'm going to put her in this cute little pink overall set. It's got the little bunny on the front. And as you see, these flowers that are on here, there are some browns and some deep pinks and light pinks. And I think this is perfect for fall. And so that would go perfect for seasons theme from Darlene over at Gyration. And so I think that would be cute to change her into this little outfit for fall, since that's the season we are going into. Kind of like what I'm wearing. I've got on, it's still a little warm here in Louisiana, but still coming into some fall colors. And so I figure I can do that for Little Miss here. So I'm going to go ahead and get her changed, and then we'll go from there. I wanted to show you guys, this is what she had underneath. So she's got her little signature sleeper on her bodysuit, which it has her name, Brana, on it. And I kept her little pink socks with the bows, and I'll keep that on her when I put her outfit on. So she'll have her pink socks. That'll be underneath. But I just, looking at her again, this is how her armatures work really well. And bend down and to the side. She curls up. I mean, you would not know the armatures are really a thing in here with her. You would just think maybe it's a bone. But she just curls up. And I love, like right here, she's just looking at me. She's just so cute. I really love how Yulia did her hair. and just made her just so cute. Oh my God. So she's one of, obviously I love all my dolls, but she's one of my favorite silicones I have. It really is. But I love them all, obviously, because they're still here. Or even if they do go, because I do want to have a topic I will talk about. When Serenity had brought up in one of her videos a couple, I want to say it was earlier this week, I think it was, when she talked about, selling your collection. Have you ever thought about it? And I had said, I have thought about selling my entire collection many times. Depends on what's going on in my life. I have probably sold my collection 10 times over. But then the moment I open up a doll and I look at them, then I'm just like, I know I don't want to sell them. Now, if I could sell as I think, as fast as I think it, oh, I'd probably be in trouble if I did that. But when I saw her little video, I was just like, it made me think about that because, especially during this time, I like to start thinking about putting dolls up, for sale during when fall comes around. If I've enjoyed a doll for about a year, then 6 months to a year, depending, because I have a large collection. So I try to look at my collection always to see, is there anybody I want to move around or move out? And honestly, it's gotten to be so hard. So for me, the type of things I like to collect, I really want to collect variety. I like to have a variety in my collection. And right now, I really like the variety that I have in my collection. So it does make it hard to talk about moving any doll out and letting go because you just don't want to let go. It's like, I know I want to keep, but then they're always coming up with a new, silicone or a new vinyl, and I want to experience that new silicone or that new vinyl. So I have to have space. And right now I'm at my space. I have put in what I can put in here. So right now I'm just like, okay, I'm at my limit when it comes to, I don't want it to have too much, but I'm just like, okay, I'm at my limit and I need to start to thin out. My daughter had ran in the room. But anyway, so that's the thing is that, once I know that I'm running out of space, then I'm just going like, where would things go? So that's when it really comes down to, I want to just sell. But I love my collection and I wouldn't want to let go of a doll and then regret that sale. I also want to shout out Anne, because Anne had asked me a question on one of my videos about how do I pick a doll when I go to a doll show, or I took it as just any time, but she did mention like, how do you choose? And so for me, especially if I'm going to a doll show, but this would count anytime, I had to go check on the kiddos and my dog to see like, why are you barking? But it's my husband's in and out the house, so the kids are running in and out, causing my puppy to want to scream. But anyway, so Anne was asking about, how do I choose? Well, with doll shows and then just basically anytime, I do try to set a budget for myself, but even more so when I'm coming up to a doll show. Leading up to this doll show, first of all, Ashton is one of the artists that I know when she is presenting at doll shows, and I usually want to try to get a doll from Ashton if I'm going. I really love her work, and I've got my little, I call it my little Ashton collection of dolls. So I try to get to her and get to her table. So I try to make sure I'm saving up for one of her dolls, and so I'll slow down purchasing anything, leading up to a doll show, just so I can make sure that I have the money, ready. And then after if I say, okay, if I can get one of Ashton dolls, then I'll have an X amount of budget for another doll if I see. And I just try to keep that in my mind. I try to have my overall budget because I take into account that I'm going to eat while I'm at a doll show. I got my hotel room I've got to pay for. Besides airline tickets, because this time I also rented a car since I was driving from one area to another, so I had to be mindful of the fact that I was going to be renting a car. So I try to do all that leading up to the doll show, and that helps me. So then as I'm looking, so it's not just about budget, because I could get a silicone that somebody would be like, oh, that is amazing, and it could cost $1, and if it's not something that I want to add into my collection, I'm not going to buy it. Now, mind you, when I first started collecting, I really was kind of out there like, oh, I want to buy that, and I just want to try that, and I just want to see. So if it was in my budget and affordable, I would just buy it. But I've learned from that. I don't want to just bring something in because I have to want to enjoy it. I don't mind buying something and maybe it'll last in my collection a couple of months and then sell. That's fine. But I don't want to have those regret sales. And that goes both ways. A sale in the sense of SALE sale, and I go and buy it and I'm like, oh gosh, I should not have got this doll. Or SELL, and selling and letting go of that doll. And then I'm going to really be like, oh, why did I let that doll go for this doll? You know, you can have those sales to where you're just like, I let this doll go for this one and I am not happy. So I try my best to avoid that. But it really comes down to, I like variety in my collection. I want babies with, you know, vitiligo if I can get them. I want babies with albinism if I can get them. I want babies that have red hair, which is my favorite. So I want really well done red hair babies, or dark babies, or like dark hair babies, or darker skin babies, lighter skin babies. I want Asian babies. You know, I want that look. Because to me, Asian is so distinct. So I really want to make sure that I have a well done, beautifully painted Asian baby. And I usually will go to my husband if I see one, because I'm like, babe, what does this one look like? Because my husband's Vietnamese. So I just say, how does this look to you? Does this look really good? And either he'll be like, thumbs up, thumbs down. And then, of course, if I want darker skin or lighter skin, because like my prince, which is my Kahai, he's my darker skin baby. Gorgeous. Alina Smith did him. Beautifully done. And so I try to look for a variety of looks in the collection with expressions. So that's things that I keep on my radar. And if I see something and I'm like, I already have that, or I've already done that, and maybe it's not something I want to keep, then I'll pass it over. But if I really find a doll and I'm really thinking, I don't have this in my collection, then I'm jumping for that. You know, I'm going to get that doll. Because it even comes to Ashton dolls. If Ashton is painting a doll that I feel like I've already gotten from her, I wouldn't buy it. But what I love with Ashton is that she's always trying to do something different. Now, she'll have some signature dolls, because she'll say that she tries to have dolls she believes will sell at a show. But then she also tries something new. If there's a new sculpt out she wants to see, and she'll put it out there. And so I look at that and I'm just like, okay, well, if she's got something brand new, I really want to get out there and try it and see if I can get my hand on it. That's why I was so happy I was able to get my little Abby from her, which was the Fable sculpt. But that's how I look at dolls when I'm trying to add something to my collection. How new is it? And if there is something new out there, then I'm going to try to sell dolls to see, hopefully, can I get this new sculpt that's available? I really feel like I've gotten, I like more variety in my vinyl dolls than in silicone. I have silicone variety, but I feel like there's just so much more variety out in vinyl, which is weird to think, but it just seems that way to me. So, but my silicone collection has really grown, and I'm really happy with it. But I am pressed for space, so I have to be careful with that. Little Miss Brana has been changed. Look at this, you guys. Now, this is a 3-month size outfit, but I just think it's a small 3 months, even though she is a big girl. I think she's more 0 to 3. But this little outfit, look at this. She is so precious. But it looks so good on her. I really love this pink on her. It looks really cute against her little skin, her little fair complexion. But yes, I'm in that season right now where I am thinking of who am I going to let go, and who's going to stay, who's going to make the cut for 2025 to go into 2026. So I am there, and I have to think about that. Like, oh my gosh, who's gonna stay or go? So that is my little spiel. Let's get into our Keep Growing box and see what is day 7. Give me a second. All right, so top is off. Let's look inside and see if I can find number 7 pretty quickly. Okay, you guys, so here is number 7. Let's see what this is going to be. So it says, let's grow together on the front. And we see all the different plants. And it's a light green box. So let's see what's inside here. Oh, I've got a binder. Oh, I love this. So all I gotta get some little holders I could put in here. And I can hold stickers in here if I want to. Any papers, you know, in here. But I love this. This is so cute. This little light green plant binder. So we've got ourselves our plant binder. So that is day 7, you guys. Thank you again for joining me today on this happy Sunday. Let me grab my little Brawny here. Look how cute she is. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you guys, like, she is one of my all-time favorites right now. I really am so happy I was able to get this doll from Sylvia Manning. Just beautiful. She is such a gorgeous doll. But again, just a shout out again to Miss Serenity Smith and to Anne for Serenity for her topic and asking me those questions, because it gave me something to chit chat with you guys about today. That is not my gift. But again, I love my collection. I truly do. And what's one thing that people who are on the outside looking in, when people sell their dolls, it's not because they don't love them. Matter of fact, it's because we love dolls and we want to get more dolls, and we only have a limited amount of space, so we have to keep buying and selling. Not keep buying it, because it's not that you want that, but it's that you need the space. So then you have to start looking and say, okay, who have I enjoyed? And now let somebody else enjoy. Although this one right here, oh my gosh, I'm not ready to let her go. But that's my song today. Thank you for joining me, and I will check in with you guys tomorrow for day 8. So, bye-bye.